Hey there, we're Kirsten and Jared. A few years ago, we bought this 220-year-old stone house and small farm in eastern Pennsylvania. Someday we'll retire to the UK, but for now we're busy restoring the old buildings, managing a crew of rescued animals, and building an off-grid life we love. Come along for the ride.
Hey everybody! Just wanted to introduce you to my newest rescue. This is Pinecone. You can see by her neck she was being picked on in her previous flock. But she's here safe now with us. So she is a Polish. She's actually a frizzle as well, which is a kind of a recessive trait that makes her feathers curl. And she's a Tolbin, that's the pattern. So she's a crazy looking creature. I'll put her down and let her walk around a little. When I add a new hen to the flock, I definitely segregate them. We want to integrate her very slowly with supervision so that we don't get a situation where anybody picks on her again. It's sort of interesting how you can get a rescue hen and they can be one that was at the lowest part of the pecking order in a previous flock. But when they come to a new flock, as long as they're introduced slowly and gradually, often they'll be middle of the pack, if not top of the pack. She's a smaller hen. Polishes are usually considered to be almost a bantam in size. Her crazy curly feathers make her look bigger than she is. She's probably only about 3 pounds, but you can see she's got some wear on her feathers here. They've kind of pulled her quills to the point where there's really nothing left but the shaft itself. So it is fall. And fall is the time the chickens molt. So I'm expecting that she will molt these feathers. Stress will often bring a molt anyway. So once she molts, we will see what kind of beautiful girl she is. She's very sweet, very friendly to people, and I don't expect she'll have any issue integrating. She's very healthy. Whenever I get a new hen, I check her over, so I'll show you how I do that. So when I get a new hen, I do a couple things. I know that's a horrible angle, but I do want to check the vent. I like to look for any signs that she's had any extended diarrhea. So we check that. I often will clip the feathers. You can see she's got a lot of kind of dirty feathers here at the vent. So I'll clip those and then keep an eye. And then I also like to check each foot. So I look for signs of bumblefoot, any little black spots. If so, we'll treat those. See if I can spin her around and juggle the camera. Sorry, girl. Sorry, folks, this is hard to do. Then I also like to check any signs of nasal discharge or ocular discharge, any foaming at the eye. It could be harmless, but it could be a sign that she has a respiratory infection or something else. I also like to check the ears here and check if there's any swelling in the ears, make sure she doesn't have any ear infection. Just kind of generally look her over. Polish have a very pronounced nasal cavity. You can see her nares are very high, especially if I give a side angle here. So that's pretty normal. In a non-Polish breed, I would have concerns about that. So there she is. She's going to be in separate enclosures. I have one inside our coop itself. I have a separate enclosure. And then when we're outside, she will be in, I have a couple different runs that I like to put her in. You can see a couple behind me. There's a small mobile coop, and then behind it, an even larger mobile coop. And that gives new chickens a safe place to kind of slowly start to interact with the flock, but be at no danger of being injured or of them injuring anyone else. This is our new chicken, Pinecone. You can really see she's getting a lot of pin feathers. A lot of new growth on her neck where everything was... Oh, I know. She's still got all these quills. I know, sweetie, you don't like being handled right now. Look at these just bare quills coming out. So we've been picking those up off the ground. I like sort of counting them. See how many I can find. What you doing good, babe? Yeah, you're doing good. You're acclimating to everybody. Put you down. Okay, I know. You're such a sweet chicken. Hi, Papa Pop. You just don't want to be handled when you're molting. I don't blame you. Yes, you're doing so good.